Wow, so Carlos is a very hard act to follow. I don't have pictures. I feel now that I need to bring pictures. You're gonna have to take my word that my family is really cute and stylish too. They really are. So my name is Irene Oria. I'm a business trial and class action defense lawyer. I work at Strick & Levan. It's a national law firm, more than 300 attorneys. We have offices in New York, Miami, LA, and Washington, D.C. I'm in the Miami office. I sit on our firm's diversity committee. My litigation work has spanned many industries over the years, and I've also worked in the federal government, clerking for a federal judge here in Miami, and serving as an assistant U.S. attorney, also here in Miami in the civil division of the Department of Justice. I am a proud Latina of Cuban descent, daughter of Cuban immigrants, raised in Union City, New Jersey, you know, like where the rest of the Cubans are. Although I found out the more I travel, we're like everywhere. Like we're seriously not just in Miami. So Union City is referred to Havana on the Hudson though. And so prior to moving to Miami, I received my undergraduate degree from Columbia University in New York City and my law degree from Cornell University in Ithaca, very cold place, which is probably why I'm now in Miami. Like Nikki and like Carlos, I'm a bit of a unicorn. Big law, federal government, there aren't many Latinas in any of those places. And also I would say, like Nikki, I'm also a mother, so of two. So that's an even bigger, you know, it's not easy, no es fácil, when you're doing all of that. And also, the reason I'm here today, I am representing the Hispanic National Bar Association. So the HNBA is a nonprofit, nonpartisan, national membership organization founded in 1972 that represents the interests of Hispanic legal professionals in the United States and its territories. We are the only national membership organization for Latino and Latina attorneys. Our membership is comprised of thousands of Latino lawyers, law professors, students, legal professionals, state and federal judges, legislators, and bar affiliates operating across the country. And by the way, we have members that are not Latinos. We are inclusive. We are a family. We take everyone in. Our members work in the public and nonprofit sectors, small, medium, and large law firms, and the corporate law departments and C-suites of Fortune 500 and Fortune 100 companies. So the mission of our organization, it includes several cornerstones. First, enrich and diversify the legal profession, judiciary, and legislature through improved recruitment, retention, and promotion of Latinos, including targeted identification and endorsement of highly qualified Latino candidates for legal positions including judicial, legislative, executive openings at the state and federal level. Second, we provide professional development, business development, and networking opportunities to our members and sponsors via national and regional conferences, seminars, and receptions. Third, we strengthen the educational pipeline by creating opportunities for Latino students and other students of color through partnerships with corporate America, nonprofit organizations, and the public sector. Fourth, we empower the Latino community through legal, financial, and educational literacy initiatives. And fifth, we are also committed to advocacy on issues of importance to the 58+ million population of Hispanic heritage in the United States. In other words, we advocate for solutions on issues that affect the Latino community generally, not just Latino legal professionals. I currently serve as the HMBA's Vice President of Programs. It's one of my other full-time jobs, like seriously. In my VP of Programs role, I am responsible for creating initiatives and developing and implementing programs for the benefit of our membership and our communities, as well as working on funding for those programs. So I am here to tell you about the significant work that the HMBA does for our Hispanic community, both on the national level and in each of our local communities throughout the United States and its territories. Our reach is really far and wide. The HMBA is divided into 19 regions We have 33 local affiliate organizations across the United States and its territories, and that number changes daily. We also have affiliates in Canada and more recently in France. And our national office is in Washington, D.C. Our signature events, we have 2 big conferences a year, held in different cities every year across the country. In March, we have our HMBA Corporate Council Conference. This is a 3-day conference, focuses on the interests of legal professionals working in corporate legal departments and the outside counsel law firm attorneys that advise them. The programming at the Corporate Council Conference includes top-notch CLE panels, a general counsel roundtable featuring prominent GCs from Fortune 500 and 100 companies, our signature networking receptions featuring high-profile speakers, including public officials, judges, and in-house counsel. One key element of the Corporate Council Conference that you'll be interested to hear about is the annual Ubaldo Herrera National Moot Court Competition, which brings together over 30 teams of Latino law students from across the country at the nation's top law schools to brief and argue a case currently pending before the U.S. Supreme Court. The winners of the competition receive substantial scholarship awards. In each of the past 2 years, we've awarded over $40,000 in scholarships in connection with our moot court competition. If you had to add up all the money we've given since the HMBA was founded, we're talking a lot of money that we've awarded in scholarship, probably over $1 million that we've awarded in scholarship money to law students. And we do that in conjunction with our 501c3, the HMBA Legal Education Fund. The competition is judged entirely by sitting judges, which the law students find very cool. They are sitting federal and state judges from throughout the country, and which are part of our HMBA Judicial Council. So when you're in law school, make sure to sign up for that moot court competition at your law school as a participant in the competition. You will be able to attend the entire conference. I competed in the moot court competition when I was in law school in 1997, and I've been hooked on the HMBA ever since. I was a finalist in the competition for oral advocacy. We also have an LGBT summit as part of our conference. This summit focuses on assessing the needs of the LGBT Latino legal professionals and what agenda they should pursue at the national level. The summit seeks to educate on legal issues facing the Hispanic LGBT community and promoting the expertise, advancement, and empowerment of Hispanic LGBT professionals. The conference also offers a Business Development Institute, including the Speed Networking and Corporate Connections program, which provides client pitch and other business development training through a speed networking program where we try to connect our in-house counsel that are seeking outside counsel in certain practice areas with our outside counsel members that practice in those specific areas. And so then let me tell you about our second big conference, which is our HMBA annual convention. It happens every September. It's a 3-day mega convention featuring cutting-edge CLEs and plenaries once again, which qualify for CLE credits in all U.S. jurisdictions, and feature leading practitioners from across the country addressing legal trends on a wide range of topics. Among other highlights, we have at the annual convention the Latina Leadership Academy, which is sponsored by Walmart, one of our strategic partners, and it provides professional development and leadership training focused on removing barriers to the advancement of Latino lawyers in the legal profession. The Academy's curriculum is specifically developed for Latina attorneys and draws from a significant body of research particular to women in the law to address areas identified as key to shattering glass ceilings and securing the advancement and long-term success of Latino lawyers, the most underrepresented group in the legal profession, since Latinas comprise 1.47% of all lawyers in the United States. Applications for our annual Latina Leadership Academy are available on our website online. At the annual convention, we also have the HMBA Annual Career Fair, and it's for law students as well as lateral attorneys, so lawyers as well as law students. It's a one-stop shop for employers to meet and interview in one place, and that's employers meaning law firms and corporations, and also government agencies, federal and state government agencies. the opportunity to interview the best and the brightest Latino attorneys and students from across the country. So make sure you participate as a law student. You might just find your first job at our career fair. The Youth Symposium, that's more geared towards high school students, but we also do that at the annual convention. And once again at our annual convention, our signature networking receptions, keynote speakers. At our most recent annual convention in Kansas City last month, we had former Dean of FIU Law School and now Secretary of Labor, Alex Acosta, was one of our keynote speakers. He's been a huge supporter of the HMBA over the years, and we were glad to have him at our annual convention. This year's conference is coming up. So in March, from March 15th through the 18th, we're in San Francisco for our Corporate Council Conference. And in September 5th through the 7th, we are in Philadelphia for our annual convention. And you can find out more details about those conferences on our website. Law student volunteers, this is really important because we have stipends that allow students to attend our conferences for free as a law student. So aside from participating in the moot court competition, which you get to come for free if you're participating in the moot court competition, you can also, as a law student, be part of the HMBA mission by volunteering your time and energy during the conferences. We ask for a minimum commitment of 10 hours in exchange for your ability to attend the CLE sessions and conference events at no charge. As a student volunteer, you'll have access to thousands of Latino lawyers, law professors, state and federal judges, legislators, and other legal professionals able and willing to help you in the pursuit of your educational and professional goals. Each of our conferences garner roughly 1,000 attendees. It used to be that our annual convention was much bigger than our corporate council conference, but they're now pretty much on par in terms of the people that attend, and we always have close to 1,000 or more than 1,000 people. And our national conferences are supplemented by our regional events. So I know that some of you are in South Florida, some of you are outside of South Florida. We have, like I said, 19 regions. Connect with the regional president. If you're interested in the HMBA, connect with your regional president in your region, whatever it may be. Get on their email distribution list so that you find out about events and attend them, because we have really great events at the regional level as well. Briefly, we also have a career center, so we post job opportunities online. So you also have the ability to look for jobs there. We have an exciting new program called Poder 25. If you may be interested in the future in getting in the pipeline for a GC position, this is something that you may be interested and may want to track the progress of. It's called Poder 25. It's a new initiative that we're launching, and it's because there are 12 Hispanic lawyers serving as general counsel in Fortune 500 companies, and 8 Hispanics as general counsel in Fortune 500 to 1,000 companies. So that's Poder 25 is an initiative by the Hispanic National Bar Association to increase the number of Hispanic general counsels in Fortune 500 companies to 25 by the year 2025. And how are we going to do that? We are creating a pipeline, identifying and providing training opportunities and appropriate networking opportunities to candidates who are interested in GC roles, through partnerships with current Hispanic and other allied general counsels, as well as executive search firms and other key organizations. I also want to tell you about HMBA Advocacy Day. So every year, usually in May, the HMBA conducts its Advocacy Day activities in Washington. Members of the HMBA Board of Governors and leaders from affiliated state and local Hispanic bar associations, and also other HMBA members from across the country, we meet at the nation's capital and over the course of several days participate in networking activities and advocacy efforts before the White House and on Capitol Hill. Law students are welcome to participate, and they participate every year, so please come and join us. We also have, for those of you that are interested in, or may be interested in tech careers, so careers in patent, copyright, trademark, we have an HMBA Microsoft, because the program is sponsored by Microsoft, Intellectual Property Law Institute. And it's a really trailblazing and bold partnership designed to increase the number of Latino lawyers practicing intellectual property law in the United States, which is currently at 1.8%. It was launched in July of 2013. We've tracked the metrics of the program, and it's a very successful program. There's an application process. We get many applications every year, and we select a number of participants in the program. You get to spend a week in Washington. You get to visit the federal circuit, meet with Jimmy Reyna, who is one of the judges that sits on the federal circuit and is a past president of the HMBA. And he, introduces you to the federal circuit. You get to visit the Patent and Trademark Office. It's a really great experience, a boot camp for law students that are interested in tech careers, and we need more of them. And we also have mentorship programs throughout the country. There's a lot more that the HMBA does, but I only have a limited amount of time. So find out about what else we're doing on our website, which is pretty easy to navigate. But bottom line, get involved in the HMBA, become a member. Membership is free when you're a law student, and it's also free while you're a first-year law student. And frankly, even after your first year, the membership fees are really reasonable. If you're a member of any affiliate, so for example, locally, if you're a member of CABA, or if you're a member of the ABA, it's a $50 membership fee every year. So it's very affordable. Also, get involved in your region and, like I said, come to our conferences. Take advantage of all the HMBA has to offer. I wish I would have been more involved than I was, looking back early on. I should have been more involved. Organizations like the HMBA help you grow your personal network. There's been a lot of talk about networking here today. Work from the very beginning of your career on your branding, on your professional development, and the HMBA and other organizations like it will help you with that. Plus, the HMBA is also a family. I've met clients through the HMBA. We promote each other. We send each other business. We endorse each other. And I've also made lifelong friends through the HMBA. Personal advice. So my advice about law school, similar to what the other said, is be yourself. Do it your own way. Law school is not a cookie-cutter experience. There's, for some people, group study works. For me in particular, for example, group study didn't work. I needed to study on my own. There are people that pull all-nighters all the time. I need my sleep. I needed my beauty sleep. So that didn't work for me. Find what works for you. And if you can, as everyone said, stay active while you're in law school. Of course, you need to get the best grades that you can get. But join minority law student associations such as the HILSAs and the LALSAs. Go to local events when you can. Studying definitely comes first, but if you can find time to network, if you can find time to get a law-related internship with a judge, for example, or any law-related internship, do it while you're in law school. As far as practice areas, find your happy place, whatever that is. With me, I knew I wanted to be a litigator. I wasn't necessarily sure what kind of litigation I wanted to do. So I tried a little bit of everything. I found firms, big law firms, which is what my career is, all with big law and government. I found law firms that had broad litigation practices and that I could try different things and see what my happy place was. And there are not enough happy lawyers. I happen to be one of them. I actually love what I do, even though I'm in big law, go figure. Networking. Networking is key. Do it often and do it well. And when I say do it well, I mean do it in a way that's comfortable for you. There are some people that are comfortable meeting someone for the first time and asking them for business. I am not one of those people. Do it in a way that makes you comfortable. And mentors. I'll say this about mentors. I'll end with mentors because for me, it's been crucial to my success. A young attorney has a lot to gain from building a relationship with seasoned attorneys, with judges who are willing to share their wisdom. A mentor can guide you through tricky situations you encounter in practicing law and can provide helpful insight regarding career development. A mentor will also, among other things, know what skills you need to do your job better and can tell you how to acquire them and alert you to professional opportunities that you might not otherwise be aware of. And also introduce you to prominent attorneys in your field that may become future employees, future clients, future colleagues. So build a network of positive, inspiring people who will lift you up as you grow up in your, whatever it is, your law firm, your corporate job, your nonprofit, and who will recommend you for your next higher position. Once you've identified where you want to go, build that network of people, of supporters that will help you get where you want to go. And engage other diverse lawyers like you that have made it to those positions that you aspire to. Ask them about their different career paths they took, and then craft your own with their guidance and advice. Through my career, I've had several mentors, two in particular, that have made a difference in my life. And just short story, so I was a third-year litigation associate at a major law firm here in Miami. I, had a six-figure salary. I was doing really well. My boss comes to me one day and says, I just got a call from Cecilia Altonaga. She's a state circuit judge who's been nominated by President Bush to the federal bench here in Miami. She's asking me for recommendations she was calling basically her circle of trust because she needed some junior lawyers, not right out of law school, because she wanted people, that could run with her cases when she arrived on the federal bench. And so she's asking for recommendations, and I'm thinking about recommending you. But you have to promise to come back to the firm. He knew that I would be interested because I had told him I always wanted to clerk upon graduating from law school, but I couldn't afford it. Whatever it was at that time, a law clerk salary. So I had built a relationship with me. He knew I would be interested in that kind of opportunity. He offered that opportunity to me. I ended up accepting that clerkship. I took a $50,000 pay cut to take that clerkship. But it was honestly, and you'll hear this from people who have clerked all the time, it's the best job I've ever had. She is a mentor, a lifelong friend. She's introduced me to people. She's helped me to get leadership positions in the community. Those are the kind of relationships that you build. They're career-enhancing experiences. So look out, and that just, fell in my lap. And that experience I owe to two of the mentors in my career. So find those people. I wish you the best of luck in your legal careers. And if the HMBA can help in any way, we're happy to do that. Thank you.